The final shift of game number 1. 1 minute and 10 seconds remain. Shorzy, that's your puck. That's your puck. Give your balls a tug. There we go. No empty net. No way. Shorzy is going to the box for boarding. I don't even think I hit the guy, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure it was my teammate in Steven Stamkos. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Shorzy did not even make contact with the man. It was actually Steven Stamkos. Let's take a look. Who is that? Is that Scheifele? I can't even tell. It's Appleton. And there it is. Steven Stamkos is the first guy to hit him. Shorzy does come in and we tag team him. Oh my God. I mean, you can't get any closer than tag teaming somebody in the corner, right? But why does Stammer get off scot-free, but Shorzy has to spend 2 in the sin bin? Like, what is that? That is just clear racism by the referees. All right, the story is set. 5 minutes left in overtime. Shorzy has 49 goals on the regular season so far, and I'm playing my former team. Win that puck battle. Oh, nice. Up to me. Shorzy gone on the breakaway to win the game. Bang! There it is. 50 goals, a game winner, and a 4-goal game against his former team here in the Utah Hockey Club, as we pick up the victory in my first game back in front of the Stormin' Mormons. Win that draw. We're not winning a lot of draws, I've noticed. Body you, bang, rebound, and Fleet. Oh no, Shorzy, he's down. Oh no, he cut into the middle of the ice, and Shorzy just got knocked off his rocker. Who was it? Oh, Devon Taves just destroyed my man, and he has been injured. There's a rebound. Devon Taves. Come on, Devon Taves. Here we go. Devon Taves and Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are live yet again, back with the Quebec City Nordiques. I believe we are in year number 3 after a very solid start to our franchise history. We made the conference finals last season. Even though nobody thought we'd make it that far, we actually had a pretty deep playoff run, and now we gear up for another matchup up against the New York Rangers in round number 1. So, let me take a look at the playoff tree as Quebec now Stanley Cup contenders. We made the West Final, or no, the East Final last year, got dominated by Tampa, but again, in the Metropolitan Division, because we are a wild card team, the Atlantic is just way too stacked right now. Like, I don't know what it's going to take to win that division, but nonetheless, it is the New York Rangers in round number 1. We had a 51-win season, and we were quite literally 4th in our division. So that is telling you everything you need to know about the Atlantic. For the entire NHL, we were a top 7 team, yet we are a wildcard team, so Tage Thompson, he had a great year for us, though. 119 points, 64 goals. I'm expecting a big playoff run out of him, man. He did have 103 last season, and in year number 1 had 44 goals, so it seems like he's getting better as we go further here. He is 29 years old, so we are in a win-now mode right now. He had 12 goals, 21 points in only 17 games last season. Probably our best player. And he's going to have to play like it, because outside of him, I mean, offensively, we were kind of cooked, I'm not going to lie. Luckily, though, defensively, Devin Levi, 912 save percentage. He had 3 shutouts, 42 wins. On our back end, I mean, Dahlin led the way. Bowen Byram had 61 points. Owen Power was pretty decent. All these guys play well defensively. Although Samuelson and Bernard Docker, those guys might need to be replaced, Chad. -1 and -6. Maybe I got to move around my defensive lineup, although if you take a look at the beginning of the screen here, we were, what were we? The 5th best goals against per game. We were the 7th best goals for per game. We have the best power play and the 4th best penalty kills. So special teams were good, and overall, we're just a very good hockey team. How are we doing today, chat? How are we today? People are getting called sped already in the chat. That's cool. Love to see it. Love to see it. Saibu. Saibu. You smoking crack? Who's smoking crack? All right, so without further ado, we got everything. I think I'm going to keep my lineup the way it is. I don't believe any changes need to be made, although Tage Thompson, I could throw you on the 4th line, but we'll leave it for now. We got good depth on this roster. Maybe just one superstar in our forward core. Defensively, though, Power, Byron, Dahlin, all can play a very viable role. And what about Samuelson? I'm going to move Samuelson up and Mikkola down, just because Bernard Docker and Samuelson were both minuses, so I want to split them up and see if that makes them any better. And then Devin Levi at a 90 overall is our guy. He is our guy. Justo Kenobi, thank you very much. Van Jaden, another 10 in it for you if you strip Pelly's mod. Damn, you really want Pelly's mod gone? I mean, Pelly doesn't even show up. Do we... Do I take the bribe? Do I take the bribe? I'm not even gonna lie, I thought about it. I thought about stripping his mod anyways. I mean, he doesn't show up. Auto-rotate goalies off. There we go. That's all good. Strip Pelly's today, laddie. It's 34 in Toronto, 38 in New York. Heat wave, take the bribe, take the bribe. Y'all are crazy, man. You guys are crazy. All right, so we got to lock into the playoffs first. We got game number 1 up against the New York Rangers in the very first round. Here we go. Again, another first-round matchup up against New York. We actually somehow managed to beat them last season. We know they want the revenge, though. First period, we got a 2-2 tie. A very high-scoring affair. Second period, the Rangers go ahead, and we are headed to overtime in game number 1, and it will be Peyton Krebs on Igor Shesterkin giving us the game 1 victory. Dubs in the chat, baby. There we go. Peyton Krebs, big W. I mean, hopefully we're here for a long time and it's going to be a long playoff run. I don't want to go out in the first round. Did I hire a coach? Yes, we got a head coach, we got assistant, and an associate. All right, game 2. Lock in. 1-0 series lead. Again, we're on the road against the Rangers. First period, 1-0 lead. Parker Kelly will score on Devin Levi. We will tie it up before the end of the second, thanks to Zach Benson. And Quebec City, Quinn Thompson and Owen Powers score in the third period, and we go up 2-0 over the Rangers. Massive, massive dub. Evander Kane pisses me off. I hate how he slashed a Panther with clearance. Oh, shut the fuck. Oh, my God. Jaden Doobie yapping. Who is Jaden, chat? Is that just Bella changing her name again? You can get mad at Kane for not shaking the hands of any of the Florida Panthers player. That's kind of classless, in my opinion. But you're complaining over Slash, dude. Grow up. Quit being so fucking soft. How are you today, my excellency? I'm doing great, brother. I am doing great. And right now, Quebec City, they are also doing great. We can take an absolute stranglehold on this series. First period, 2-1 lead for Quebec City. We got Dahlin and Thompson both on the power play. We got a 1-goal lead entering the third. JJ Pekturka will score. Can we hold on? Yes, we do. We put the Rangers on the brink of elimination and the brink of a sweep. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Common, what's up, brother? Final offer, $20 to strip Pelly's mod. Damn, brother, you really want him gone? I mean, I was kind of gonna... I do got to clear out mods. All right, I'm going to do it at the end of the stream if I'm going to do it. Right now, I got to lock in here. We got a playoff run to do. I can't be worrying about mods and who's getting stripped and whatnot. All right, game 4 now we are. We don't score a lot of goals. We give up a lot of goals. We don't have a great power play or a penalty kill in the playoffs. Or that's the Rangers. What am I... I'm looking at the wrong goddamn team. Oh my God. We get the 3rd best goals for per game. 8th for goals against. I mean, we're not middle of the pack, but we're not like top 3. The only thing we're top 3 for is goals for. All right. Can I donate you $5 if you want to, brother? Not necessary, though. All right, here we go. Nordiques can potentially sweep the Rangers in game 4. 2-1 lead after 1. JJ gets a pair. Second period, still a 1-goal affair. And Quebec City is heading to round number 2 after sweeping the Rangers. Dubs in the chat, baby. There we go. Easy first round matchup. 4-game sweep. We didn't even break a sweat, to be honest. I don't think we broke a sweat. That was easy. That was real easy. 4-game sweep of the Rangers? Come on now. Come on now. Boston goalies on the Oilers? What do you mean, brother? Boston goalies on the Oilers. Why are you trolling, dude? I'm just going to ban you right now. Bye-bye. All right, let's sim to round number 2. Igor sucks. All right, I guess Igor Shesterkin apparently sucks now. Sweeps in the chat. Brooms in the chat as well. Is Xbox smoking crack? I don't know. Last night, I don't know what was going on with NHL 25, but, like, you could not matchmake with anybody. There was no getting in a game last night. It was crazy. I didn't understand it, like, at all. We now move on to play the New Jersey Devils in the second round. Probably going to be a tougher matchup than New York. I'm willing to bet they take a game or two against us. But again, we are a strong team. We are a Stanley Cup contender, and we want that Stanley Cup. We got to lock the hell in. Favorite NHL player? Connor McDavid. There we go. Has to make me addicted to NHL 25 Be a Pro. I don't know how I did that, brother, but I'm glad I could help out. Here we go. Game 1, round 2, first period, 1-0 lead. We are definitely scoring a lot throughout the entirety of this postseason. Second period, the Devils will tie it up, and we are headed to overtime, double overtime. And the New Jersey Devils, Adam Lowry on the power play in double OT, will win game number 1. That's a solid game. I mean, I don't like blowing the lead, but it was only a 1-goal advantage. That could swing either way. So let's sim the next game. Our rule of thumb is we lose back-to-back playoff games. We mess around with our lineup a little bit. All right, come on, QC. Let's see if we can respond. First period, 1-0 lead. Evander Kane on Jacob Markstrom. Second period, again, the Devils will tie it up. And there we go. TNT Thompson giving us the lead in the third. Rasmus Dahlin will give us that insurance marker that we needed. And we will tie the series up at 1. Beautiful. Ho, ho, ho. Absolutely beautiful. Game is unrealistic. The Devils made the second round. How is that unrealistic, buddy? They made the second round sooner, or more recently, I should say, than the Buffalo Sabres. They made it in, what, 2012? No, was it 20? Yeah, it was 2012 when they played in the Cup final. I think it was. TNT, Kane smoking slot machines. That's crazy, but you're probably right, too. Game 3, the series has made the switch to Quebec City now. First period, 1-0 lead. We have scored first every single game so far in this series. 3-0 lead after 2, or after 40, actually. And the Quebec City Nordiques will go up 2-1 over the New Jersey Devils. There we go. We are scoring at will right now in the postseason. Absolutely at will. I don't think we change anything. Maybe if we lose 2 in a row, I'll feel differently, but we're scoring a shit ton of goals. Almost 4.5 goals per game. That's a lot. I just worked a 13.5-hour shift. Been up since 1 a.m. and still made it to your stream. That is dedication. Game 4, we can really take a stranglehold on the series now. First period, again, a 1-0 lead. Zach Benson this time. Second period, the Devils are going to tie it up. It is none other than Timo Meier. Let's see what the Nordiques are made of. What they are made of. And Alex Tuck, there we go, on Jacob Markstrom, giving us the advantage, giving us the lead. We are outshooting them 30-20 right now. Definitely in control of the game. I need Devin Levi to lock in for the final 5. As the Quebec City Nordiques will go up 3-1 in round number 2, and we are 1 win away from making it back to the conference finals. There we go. Rip to that guy. Who got banned? That's dedication. That is dedication. Beautiful timing. All right, what a playoff run so far. What a playoff run so far. We are scoring at will. And I mean, Devin Levi, I can rely on him. Season on the line for the Devils on the brink of elimination. First period. Again, these guys are just every single game starting from behind. This time it's Tage Thompson. Second period, it is a 3-0 lead. And there we go. Back-to-back conference finals. Dubs in the chat again. Nico Mikkola will strike. We got Tage Thompson, JJ, and Jack Quinn. I mean, this team looks really strong right now, chat. We are flowing. We are 8-2 in our final, or our last 10 games in the postseason. Dominating. Absolutely dominating. Look at that. Win, 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 win. 4 in a row. We're 8-1 in the playoffs, actually. That must have been the regular season that I read. Oh, my God. My summer sleep schedule is so cooked. I go to bed at 8 a.m. and wake up around 2. Okay, that is diabolical. You just stay up all night and what? Game? Pretty much? That's crazy, dog. You've made the third round more recently than the Maple Leafs. Congratulations. Back-to-back years, might I add. It will be the Toronto Maple Leafs in the Eastern Conference Finals. We got Dallas and Edmonton out west. Can we go to our first ever Cup final in franchise history? Let's see what we can do. Not going to make any changes. We have been dominating. Only have lost one game so far in the playoffs. No need to make a change. Here we go. Game 1 in Toronto. Do not have home ice advantage yet again. Toronto's going to go up 2-1 after 2, and they're going to take the first game 4-2 in Toronto. Tage Thompson scored one on Joseph Woll, and who got the other one? It was Peyton Krebs. We allowed 4, which is quite a lot, honestly. We got to tighten up a little bit. Again, one more loss, and I'll probably have to move around my lineup. But I'm not worried. I think we can respond in Game 2 and get a split on the road. All we need is a split of these first 2 games as we head back to Quebec. First period, a 1-1 tie. We got Tage Thompson scoring on the power play. Second period, we go up 3-2, and there we go. We head out of Toronto with a 1-1 series tie. Beautiful. Tage Thompson, so underrated. I mean, he had a down year, what? Was it last year? Last season was his down year. But he did have a pretty good season this year. But yeah, he's a damn good player. He's got a rocket of a shot, too. No notification. Thank you, YouTube. We are now at home in Quebec City. Game number 3. First period, 1-0 lead. Zach Benson on Joseph Woll. Second period, we are leading by 1 yet again. Can Devin Levi hold on? We are going to have overtime. We are getting outshot, and we got outscored. McCabe will score on Devin Levi, and Toronto will go up 2-1. All right. All right. That's not great. That's not great. That could have been a game where we really capitalized on, but we didn't. All right. Game 4 is a must-win. A must-win in game number 4 for the Quebec City Nordiques. First period, 2-1 lead. Jack Quinn and Samuelson. Second period, we go up 4-1, and Devin Levi will not blow that lead. There we go. We got a series tie, Chad. This might go to 7. This has 7 written all over it. I'm not even going to lie. I am not even going to lie. Game 7 against the Toronto Maple Leafs. When do they not go to Game 7? We got a pivotal game number 5 here in Toronto in the Air Canada Centre. First period, damn, we are down by 2. O'Reilly and Tavares. Second period, we cut the lead in half. Shots are low. The score is pretty low. Toronto on the power play. We got to kill it off. No, Matt Nyes will pretty much seal the deal as we now face elimination on home ice in game number 6. All right. All right, this, I mean, nobody's won 2 games in a row. It has been a back and forth series, so I'm going to make a slight tweak to the lineup. I'm not going to make a major change, but a tweak here and there. I mean, Tage Thompson really has been the only guy scoring right now. 12 goals, 15 points. Benson's got 7 and 11. Tuck only has 4 goals. That's the problem. What about JJ? Throw JJ Pekturka up on that first line instead. What about Jack Quinn? He's got 4 as well. Josh Norris only has 1 goal. He's not really helping us out. Peyton Krebs with 5. Let's go. Krebs up on the second line. Kane can stay down there. Zucker, he's got no goals in 14 games. We're getting no help from our fourth line. Yeah, our fourth line has no points at all. So you know what? Ryan McLeod, get out of here. Tage Thompson, you're going in there. See if we can get some offense out of that fourth line. Everybody pluses here. +5. Owen Powers only a 0. Samuelson's a +5. Nico Mikkola is a 2. And Bernard Docker's a 4. So yeah, defensively, we're fine. And Devin Levi has a 917. I am not going to complain about that. This team about to light up the Leafs like the Rangers and a Christmas tree. All right, brother. If you say so. Game 6. Season on the line. We got to have a big one. Back at home with our backs against the wall. First period, a 2-1 lead for Quebec City. Thompson and Evander Kane. Second period, oh no, McCabe and Tavares. As the Leafs will take the lead here in the third period. They are up 3-2, trying to advance to their very first Stanley Cup final since 1967. Halfway through this third, there we go. Jack Quinn will tie the game up at 3. We have had a very strong effort here in the third period. Final minute of the third. Are we headed to OT? Yes, we are. Grab your popcorn, plug your headphones in, and here we go. Away we go. Hot take, Dahlin, top 6 defender. You could say top 10. I don't know about top 6. That's... Yeah, that would be tough. Top 10, you could definitely say, though. Good afternoon, Pasta. What is up, brother? Here we go. Overtime in game... Fuck me, man. Why? Why does this always change? It doesn't stop changing, does it? It does not stop changing. Game settings. I went to the wrong spot. I went to the wrong goddamn spot. Okay. Overhead, true broadcast. There we go. Beautiful. Here we go. Overtime in Game 6 with a chance for the Maple Frauds to go to the Stanley Cup Finals. I don't think I would ever say that coming out of my mouth, but it did come. Pause. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, man. My speech is all over the place. Speech is all over the place. 19:37 left to go. Shots are 38-28 for us, for the good guys, as the Maple Leafs will dump that puck in deep. Rasmus Dahlin over to Owen Power, up to TNT Thompson. Captain Dahlin, up to JJ Pekturka. JJ, he's into the zone. JJ going behind the net. Out in front, Tage Thompson. How did Joseph Wall make that save? JJ on the forecheck again. TNT could not bury it, but we got a damn good opportunity there. Matt Nyes, he's into the zone. Matthew Nyes trying to center that puck, but our D is all over him. Pause. Matthews again, over to Nylander. William Nylander finding Morgan Riley. Rebound. Oh my God, get it out, boys, please. The whiteout in Quebec City is in full effect, and these guys want to force a game number 7. Dahlin entering the zone. Dahlin rips one, but Joseph Wall is going to make that save. The Maple Leafs are going to counterattack here. Ryan O'Reilly getting bodied at the blue line. Great defending from not Buffalo, but Quebec City. Here come the Nordiques. Over to Alex Tuck. Tuck takes a shot. It is blocked off one of the defenders. Peyton Krebs. He loses that puck. Get it back, Krebs. Come on, buddy. Where's the forecheck at, dude? Samuelson will go D to D. Here come the Nordiques, breaking out of their own zone. Over to Alex Tuck. Alex Tuck stopping up. Tuck trying to just fire one on net, but we are headed to the power play. What up, Pasta? What is up, brother? Why is my game laggy? I have no idea, dude. No idea at all. All right, we are headed to the power play. Why do we got power play number 2 out there? We got to get the first power play unit out on the ice. I don't care if they're tired. I do not care. I love when EA literally makes line changes for me and puts the second power play unit out there on the ice in overtime. What is going on? Oh my God, they're going to get it out. They're going to dump it down, and we are going to make a line change. Power play in overtime. This is a massive opportunity to capitalize and force this series to go 7. In the middle, Sam Bennett. He's going to lose that puck. Bennett stopping up. Back to Alex Tuck. Finding Dahlin. Thompson to JJ. Bombs away, but Joseph Wall is going to make the save. 1:30 left to go here on the power play. Our group is dead tired. We got to go power play number 2 now. We got to go PP2. Rasmus Dahlin moves up to Jack Quinn. Quinn going through that neutral zone. Finding Evander Kane. Kane takes the shot. Wall with the save, though. Kane again, full pressure in the offensive zone. This is the opportunity. This is the time. Out in front, and there it is. Second of the night for Tage Thompson. And we will have a Game 7 back in Toronto. Ho, ho, ho. Green Giant. Beautiful. The boys are back in town, baby. I'm hearing footsteps downstairs and I'm home alone. Oh my God. All right, a Game 7. It was always going to be a Game 7. 2 very evenly matched teams going back and forth, exchanging blows, and now in a Game 7. Do I want to tweak my lineup? I don't think I want to tweak my lineup. I think I want to just leave it the way it is right now. Game 7. Thompson has hands. Are you going to also goal score, so he's talented? He is very talented. Yeah, for a big guy, he's very talented. All right, game 7, here we go. First period, a 1-0 lead for the Leafs. William Nylander on Devin Levi. Second period, oh no, Toronto has the lead. William Nylander's on a hat-trick watch right now. As we enter the third period, out shooting them. There we go. Thompson's going to tie the game up on Joseph Wall. Beautiful power play. Can we capitalize? We got a great PP. How do we not score? Okay, calm down. Halfway through this period, in game 7, 8 minutes to go. Shots are 40-28 for the QC Nordiques, but the game is not tied anymore. Bowen Byram on Joseph Wall, and that will send us to the Stanley Cup Finals. Unbelievable. Bowen Byram with 4:32 left to go. In typical Maple Leaf fashion, they're going to blow a 3-2 series lead and blow a game 7 on home ice. Would you look at that? 3 years in, 3 years away from Buffalo, and we have made the Cup final. The Quebec City Nordiques are back, and they got a massive hill to climb. A massive hill to climb here. If you think it's going to be easy, you are sadly mistaken. McDavid, Draisaitl, and the Edmonton Oilers in the Stanley Cup Finals. This is going to be an absolute battle. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough, chat. All right. 7 games. Let me look at their roster to see if anything's different. Oh, dear heavens. Hopefully they didn't pick up anybody else. Let's see. The Edmonton Oilers. I mean, yeah, this roster is very good. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Hyman on the first line. Roslovic with Nuggie and Peltier. They don't have a lot of depth. I think we got them beat there, but high-end talent definitely goes to Edmonton. They have the best defenseman in the entire series in Evan Bouchard, and between the pipes, it's still Skinner at only an 84, so we got an advantage there. All right. We got a 90 overall netminder. I don't know if it's going to matter, though. Leon and Connor might just fill the goddamn net. They might do it. Let me overwrite the save file just in case. Even Stu is better than who? Playoff Hellebuck? Oh, yeah, Playoff Hellebuck's trash. Who led the postseason in shutouts this year, chat? Who was it? Who was the netminder that did that? I should put Thompson on both power play lines to get more goal scoring. I'm going to leave it right now. All right, game 1. Here we go. Stanley Cup Finals of game number 1. First period. Oh, no. The Edmonton Oilers. Janmark and Bukestad. Second period. We are getting absolutely pelted. We got dominated. Shut out 7-0. They absolutely feasted on us. We didn't score a single goal on Stuart Skinner either. That's crazy. All right. That is a game you do not want to give up, man. I'm going to make some moves. I'm going to make some changes. That's a fucking shit game. Holy hell. All right, we're going to need more depth defensively. So Owen Power's going down. Bowen Byram's going up. We'll go Samuelson, Nico Mikkola, Bernard Docker's all fine. JJ, he's got 5 goals. Alex Tuck's got 4. How many does Sam Bennett have? Bennett has 5. Peyton Krebs with 5. Anybody else down here? Josh Norris ain't doing a damn thing, dude. He ain't doing a goddamn thing. I'll leave the rest of our lineup the way it is. That was a bad performance from the Nordiques. Could Buffalo get relocated in real life? Maybe. Who knows? All right, we are going to have to respond now. Game 2, still in Edmonton. First period, no score in the hockey game. Second period, we go up 2-1, and the Quebec City Nordiques are headed to overtime here in the Stanley Cup Finals on the power play. Can we finish it? Yes, we do. Zach Benson will win us game number 2. Beautiful.
Ho, ho, ho.
There we go, baby. There we go. There's some trade rumors around JJ Peterka. Yeah, he's not going to get traded, though. They're having a lot of trouble dealing him. All right, play game number 3. Here we go. We're back to being comfortable, back on home ice for game 3. First period, we got ourselves a 2-2 tie. This is going to be a high-scoring series. We only get 8 shots, with 2 of them being goals. We go up 4-3 entering the third period. Now, the question is, can we hold on? Can Devin Levi hold the fort? Oh, no. 5-on-3 and a 5-on-4. How long is this power play? Did we just give up a 5-minute major to the Edmonton Oilers and they didn't get a single? Oh, my God. They got another power play. There it is. Peltier will tie the game up. 5 minutes to go here in the third period. QC, though, on the power play. Rasmus Dahlin will win us the hockey game, and we go up 2-1. Bang. There it is, baby. Captain Dahlin to the rescue. Whew. That was scary. That was definitely scary hours for a minute. But luckily, we recovered, and now we got an opportunity to go up 3-1. Come on now. A big opportunity in Game 4. Can we do it? First period, 3-0 lead. Tuck Thompson and who else? Second period, Edmonton is going to make it a hockey game. It's back to a one-goal affair. I cannot believe it. Quebec City, though, will strike on the power play. Man, our PP's been so good throughout the entirety of this playoff run. It was Tage Thompson on Rodrigue. As I guess Skinner got pulled in this hockey game, Owen Power will put it out of reach. And now the Quebec City Nordiques are one win away from winning the Stanley Cup.
Ho, ho, ho.
One win away. All we need is one more win. Up 3-1 over the Edmonton Oilers. Headed to Berta for game number 5. The cup will be in the building. Let's see. Let's take a look at our... Oh my God. Tage Thompson has 43 points. 43. 22 goals as well. This man is berserk. All right. Stanley Cup in the building here in Berta for Game 5. First period, 2-1 lead for Quebec City. Benson and Josh Norris finally getting a point. We get absolutely dusted in the second. We allowed 4 goals to just scoring 1, and now we are down 5-3 entering the third as the Nordiques are in a hole right now. Edmonton on the power play. Down by 2. Wait a minute. Evander Kane will make it a 1-goal game. There is still time left to go. 9 minutes remaining in the third period. Can Quebec City tie this game up, potentially force overtime to win the Stanley Cup, or are we headed back to Quebec City? QC, stand up, because we are going to have to win that Stanley Cup on home ice in game number 6. Biggest game of the season. Let me make some lineup changes. Let me tweak my lineup a little bit. Let me do something here. Let me work my magic, chat. I'm going to work my magic. I'm going to work some magic. Hold up. Evander Kane. Evander Kane up on the first line. Tuck. You're going to go on the wing with JJ and Sam Bennett, Krebs, Quinn, and Norris. Evander Kane's been scoring a lot, man. He's got 7 goals in the playoff run. JJ has 6. Peyton Krebs has 5. Tage Thompson has goddamn 22. Work your magic. Chat, I'm working my magic right now. All right. Game 6 on home ice with the opportunity to win Lord Stanley. Here we go. No pressure, but the cup is in the building. The crowd is rocking in Quebec City. First period, no score in the hockey game. We got dusted, man. Shots were 20-6. Second period, we have the lead somehow, some way. JJ Peterka and Tage Thompson. Let's stay out of the box here. Oh my God. Connor McDavid says, hold my beer. And he's going to tie that game up. Lots of time left in the third period. I don't like our play right now, man. Getting outshot, getting outchanced right now. Power play for the Oilers. Oh my God. Oh, we kill it off. Thank God. 5 minutes to go in the third period of game number 6 with the Stanley Cup in the building. We will have overtime. We will have overtime. All right. All right. Okay. No pressure. No pressure. I don't feel no pressure. No pressure at all. Why does McDavid have no helmet? Oh, man. Here we go. Overtime, game number 6 with the opportunity to win the Stanley Cup. Can the Quebec City Nordiques get it done and win Lord Stanley? We get an offensive zone draw. Beautiful. All right, let me go aggressive. That's all good there. All right, we're good. Tage Thompson having an absolutely historic season. 46 points so far throughout the playoff run, and he potentially is not finished yet. Tage Thompson snaps it back. Kane to Dahlin. Skinner's going to make the save. It is just sitting there. Nobody's going after the puck, though. Uh-oh, here come the Oilers. Leon Draisaitl the other way. Leo is into the zone. Devin Levi with a sprawling save on the German. But Leo, he wins it, trying to go back towards McDavid, but Rasmus Dahlin was in the way. Here come the Nordiques. Evander Kane over to TNT Thompson. Can't get a shot on net, though. Great block by that defender. Martinez, get in there, boys. I got full forecheck, dude, and we're not forechecking in overtime. This is unbelievable. Sit back, boys, because we could be here for a long time. Zach Hyman through the neutral zone. Hyman over to Leo. Leon Draisaitl stopping up. Draisaitl over Hyman. Saved by Devin Levi. Oh, my God. I thought Levi was going to blow it. I thought he was going to blow it. Let me lower the game volume a little bit. A little bit too loud. 14:39 left to go here in OT. We got a defensive zone draw. Sam Bennett's going to lose it. Ekholm wiring it, but Levi will flash the leather. Damn. Come on, Sam Bennett. You got to win one of these draws, brother. They got full pressure. Get it out, Owen Power. Here come the Nordiques. Owen Power entering the zone. Shot on Skinner, and at least we get a zone face-off. All right. You know what? No. I'm putting the big boys out here. Calling a timeout. We got to get this done. We got to get this done, man. We go to a Game 7. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what will happen? Timeout by QC. All right, I took a timeout. The boys are well rested. Offensive zone draw. Thompson, Benson, and Kane. TNT snapped that back. Zach Benson back to Byram. Oh my God, that flicked off of Zach Benson's back, I believe. Jake Wallman up to Peltier. Here come the Edmonton Oilers the other way. Edmonton is into the zone. Finding Ekholm. Ekholm over to Nuggy. He turns it over, though. Evander Kane on the other attack. Zach Benson into the zone. We literally cannot do a goddamn thing. Offensively, we're so hindered, man. Come on, Tage Thompson. He's going to lose that draw. Wallman breaks it out up to Roslovic. And the Edmonton Oilers trying to dump it in, but Rasmus Dahlin stepped up in a big way. Evander Kane entering the zone. Kane wires one on Stu. Just going to be a one shot, and we're out of the play kind of deal here. There we go. Keep it in. Ball and Byram. Over to Evander Kane. Kane trying to find that D-man. Back to Dahlin. Rips one. And how the hell did Skinner make that save? How? Can somebody explain to me how he made that save? We get an offensive zone draw yet again. Tage Thompson. Can he win it? He does win it. Evander Kane cannot get the shot off, and the Oilers are going to break out of their own zone with virtually no pressure. Hyman over to Bouchard. Evan Bouchard walking in. Rebound. Get there, Devin Levi. Tage Thompson's in the corner. Bowen Byram helping him out. Here we go. We break that puck out. Benson the other way. Over to Dahlin. Up to TNT. Thompson has like nothing. No options right now in the slot. Dahlin rips one. Stu's going to make an easy save there. Very, very easy save. But at least we get a face-off. 6:07 left to go. All right. Bennett versus McDavid on the draw. 6:07 left to go here in overtime. In game number 6, Sam Bennett wins it. Oh my, Alex Tuck almost sniped that. We got full pressure as well. Tuck out in front. JJ Pekturka. How did you not bury that, brother? Back to the blue line. Oh, who fumbled that? Who on God's green earth fumbled that puck? JJ Pekturka takes the shot and he wins it. John Jason Pekturka with the golden goal as the Quebec City Nordiques in year number 3 get it done. It only took 3 years away from the city of Buffalo to bring a championship to this squad as they go all the way, defeat the Edmonton Oilers in the Cup Finals in 6 games. And what a playoff run it was indeed. Dominating start to finish. Conn Smythe is going to be Tage Thompson. This dude is otherworldly. 23 goals, 46 points. I believe that is second all-time for most points in a single playoff run. And it is held by the American TNT himself. The best part of this is we get to win the Stanley Cup on home ice in front of the whiteout and in front of our home fans in Quebec City. We brought Lord Stanley back to Canada. It was Montreal in 93. It is Quebec City in 2027. Rasmus Dahlin, our captain, will come on up and raise Lord Stanley as the Nordiques are finally Stanley Cup champions. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Who do we hand it off to? It's got to be the MVP. We hand it off to the MVP himself, Tage Thompson. Unbelievable. Tage Thompson had one of maybe the greatest playoff run of all time. He has the goal record for most goals in a playoff run, the second most points of all time. He scored a lot of them on the power play, but they don't ask how, they ask how many. Tage Thompson, TNT. Who do we give it off to? Bowen Byram. You know what? John Jason Pekturka, the man who is currently in trade rumors, scored the golden goal, the cup-winning goal in 2027 for the Quebec City Nordiques. And he is forever a legend now. There's no taking that one away. You cannot take that away. It is impossible. And then finally, it's got to be Devin Levi. And finally, Devin Levi. What is there to say about our goaltender? Our young guy, Devin Levi, still on his rookie contract. He'll need an extension pretty shortly. Already a 90 overall and already a Stanley Cup champion. Unbelievable, chat. What a playoff run it was indeed. We get to gather together and we get to raise Lord Stanley and get the classic picture in front of the cup. The Quebec City Nordiques have brought Lord Stanley back to the country of Canada. When is the NHL draft? Friday, I believe, right? Chat, we got an Islanders video going out on Friday for all you Islanders fans. I can't believe I made an Islanders video, but we did it. We absolutely did it. In honor of Matthew Schaefer going first overall to, obviously, Long Island. How's Coco? He's good. He's upstairs right now asleep. And he's cheering on the Nordiques, but I think we might have put him to sleep, to be honest. Oh, that's crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that muted chat. I'm not muted. I was just taking a deep breath. I was exhaling after a Stanley Cup victory. Calm down. Everybody calm down. I know the TikTok brain is kind of crazy, and you guys think that, you know, if nobody talks within 5 seconds, that means you got to swipe off, but let's have a little longer of attention span here. All right. Let's look at our player numbers here. Tage Thompson, what can you say about this guy? 23 apples, 23 goals, 46 points, and only 22 games. He was over goal per game for the playoff run. Zach Benson, he had 27. JJ Pekturka had 25. Alex Tuck was good. And Evander Kane, the guy who started out the playoff run on the third line, ended it on the first. He had 7 goals and 15 points. And then Devin Levi only had a 907. I think that's due to the Edmonton Oilers absolutely lighting him up in game number 1. I mean, we lost 7-0 for God's sakes. But a 16-4-2 record, very, very solid. Cannot complain. Oops, I swiped off. Pasta got shot. Chat, I was taking a drink and exhaling. Calm down a little bit. Connor McDavid's going to win the Ted Lindsay, the Art Ross, and the Hart Trophy. Maurice Richard will go to P. Shoresy. Evan Bouchard's going to win the Norris. Gavin McKenna, the Calder, the Conn Smythe, obviously the Thompson. Somehow, Joseph Hall is actually going to win the Vezina Trophy. And then for the Selke, it will go to Nico Hischier from the New Jersey Devils. We need a new Coco emoji. What's wrong with the current one? That's a sick picture of him. Come on now, brother. Don't disrespect the GOAT. I'm going to pass this house right now. Are you, brother? Are you really? The Ottawa Senators are going to win the draft lottery. Calgary selects second, and the Los Angeles Kings actually slid all the way down from first to third. I know, but we need more. Chat, I can't make any new emojis for members. Until we get more members, The more members you get, the more emotes you unlock. Right now, we're capped off right now. Next thing I see is Bella and Astro going at it. Huh? Is the Islanders video a rebuild? It's something like that. I guess you could call it that. All right, let me look at my contracts before we head into the offseason here. So Yuri Kulik, I don't even know if he played. He might have played in the fourth line. We still got another season with Devin Levi, so preseason, I think we should be able to sign him to a contract. We got everybody locked up, though, man. Bernard Docker is going to be a UFA. Evander Kane, probably not going to re-sign him. Most likely we'll look for somebody better. So, what about Kulik? What is he looking for? Can we offer him a contract extension? 1 year and not even $1 million? Sure. Who will win the Stanley Cup next year? No idea. Not even worried about that right now. Are going to rebuild every team like you did in 24? No. I think I'm going to do that in NHL 26 some point during the season. I did all that work and the video absolutely flopped. So I think because it was posted in September and I did it at the end of the season, that definitely hurt it a lot. So I think I'm going to wait and save it for 26 and then it'll probably do a lot better. All right, where do we pick at? 32nd. Do we want to move our pick, chat? Who is ranked 32nd? Ooh, Luke Yonkman and Landon Dupont. One of these lucky franchises. The Ottawa Senators are going to get franchise centerman. All right, who's ranked 32? 32 is this guy, two-way defenseman? Koyen. I cannot pronounce that last name, chat. There's no way I can pronounce that last name. I'm not even trying. We will just sim to our pick. I don't think I'm going to trade up. We're fine. Is he still available? We are now at the NHL draft. We have the 32nd overall pick, and this Koyen, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. He's a medium elite potential, possibly, probably not, though. Two-way defenseman. He's ranked 32nd overall. Chris Chelios is a similar style, and he's ready in 3 seasons. So we are going to take him. Welcome to Quebec City. What was his rank? I didn't even get to see. What was he? He was a top 6 medium potential. Okay, he wasn't great. All right, let's make another pick here. Any gems? I'm going to see if there's any gems available. If there are, nope, there's a bust. Man, I do not see gems anymore in NHL 25. I really don't. A lot of these guys are unknown. Tapper, I guess we'll take him. He's the highest rated guy. Again, we're not really knowing what they are, considering we're the last pick in the round, unfortunately. Do I have a girlfriend? I do not. No, I do not have a girlfriend. All right, so there we go. The 2027 draft is complete. I am going to take a look at the playoff run so I can jot it down. I actually only got the first round, which was kind of weird. What did we do? Round 2, who do we dominate? The second round was 4-1 over New Jersey. 4-1 over the New Jersey Devils. And it was game 7, I believe, against the Leafs. All right. Past is Mr. Lonely. Why would I be lonely, brother? What am I lonely about? All right, let's head to the re-sign phase. Get everybody back. Let's run it back and try to go back-to-back. And there we go. Kula comes back for literally 800K. Insanity. Absolute insanity. All right, who do we got to re-sign? Do we got moved? We got 14 mil in cap space. We can upgrade this team and make it a little bit better. Jack Quinn does need to be re-signed next season. Zucker, Kane, Bernard Docker. I'd bring Bernard Docker back. I would. 2.8. What if we go no trade clause and we lower the AAV? Can we do that? Okay, we got to go like what? 2.6? 2.6, 2 seasons with a no trade clause for Jacob Bernard Docker. Bang. There we go. I accept your offer. Kane's going to walk. I'll let Zucker walk also. Oslund, I guess I can qualify. Doesn't really matter. And then Devin Levi. Chat, remind me in preseason to offer him a contract and turn on auto-rotate goalies. And Gabriel Diego's got to get signed. Bang, there we go. Guess my age, brother. I have no idea. I have no idea at all. All right, let's advance day. Hopefully everybody comes back. I don't know if they did or not, but we're going to sim to free agency. I don't know if you did already hire a coach. I have a coach. Our coach is fine. We just won the Stanley Cup. You think we won the Stanley Cup without a head coach? Come on now, brother. Come on now, brother. Do I have a brother and a sister? I have two older brothers, but there's a decent gap between me and them. All right. And I'm talking a pretty big gap. All right, offer contract. $12 million we have to spend. Who do we want to go out and who do we want to acquire? John Gibson, no. We already have our netminder. Why am I even looking at goaltenders? Let's look at forwards. Now, I'd want to go after a guy like maybe a Duchesne, a short-term contract for potentially 2 seasons. 88 overall, fits in our second line. That would be a great second line center. Him over Sam Bennett wouldn't be bad at all. We could get Alex DeBrincat. That could be another sniper for us. I mean, how many goals did he score? 28 last season? Nah, he's only scoring 20 a year. He doesn't sim that well. Andrew Koch, I mean, he's a two-way, though. That's the only issue there. He's a two-way. You know what? Matt Duchesne. Let's go out and get Matt Duchesne. 9.6 is a hefty contract. He's got a modified no-trade clause. I'm going to give him 9.7, 2 seasons, Matt Duchesne. Either he will retire, or, again, we can trade him with a modified no-trade clause. So, bang, there we go. I'll get back to you in a few days. And outside of that, we're going to sign like a depth guy. Like a Philip Deneau, 3.7. That's the perfect guy to go after. 85 overall, 34 years of age. Let's give him a no-movement clause, and let me lower the contract a little bit. 3.6, 1 season. Does he want 2 years? He'll take 2. I don't want to go 2, though. I want some flexibility to spend. And there we go. Deneau has signed. Ho, ho, ho. Matt Duchesne, waiting on you now, brother. Philip Deneau, Blackhawks legend. How are you today? I'm doing great, brother. DeBrincat doesn't fit on any lines. No, he does not. And he doesn't score a lot either. Rick Goons to GTA too much. Okay, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. And there we go. We signed Matt Duchesne for the next 2 seasons. That is lovely. That is absolutely lovely. All right, we don't have any no cap space, right? Yeah, no cap space. Sim the next season. Heading into year number 4 now. As the reigning defending Stanley Cup champions, might I add. We got a Stanley Cup. Oslund, I really don't care. He can get offer sheeted, that's okay. Year 4, yes sir, this kid is actually, whoa. Bella, calm down, calm down. Oh! I thought you had a sister. I always wanted a sister, but no, I don't have one. I thought it'd be cool. I mean, I was essentially like an only child, chat. My brothers are a lot older than me. I was pretty much an only child. All right. Duchesne fits in that first line, but I think I want to go JJ Peterka instead. And then throw Bennett potentially on the second line on the wing. Or Bennett, Krebs, and Duchesne, Norris, Deneau, Tuck. I mean, how old is Peyton Krebs? 26. Sam Bennett's what? 31. All right, Bennett's going to be our third line center. Alex Tuck is going to go up on the second line. Bennett, Deneau, Norris, Rose and McLeod, Jack Quinn. Ooh, Jack Quinn's rotting away down there. What about move him up there instead of Philip Deneau? Everybody really fits in our forward core, man. They really do. Defensively, Dahlin and Power. Yeah, we got to move Samuelson up here instead of Bernard Docker, and then we'll go Mikkel on Bernard Docker. That's all good. Dahlin, Power. Do our power play. We got a +5. I'm going to throw TNT on both power play units. Tuck can go over there. Jack Quinn can go on the back end instead of Bowen Byram. And we'll throw Tage Thompson there. Offer a contract to Devin Levi and turn auto-rotate goalies. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Instead of Power's not an offensive defenseman. I'm going to go Rasmus Dahlin. There we go. And then between the pipes, Devin Levi. We still have Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen in chat. We got $4.7 million coming off the books in 2 seasons. I mean, I'm going to keep him just in case Devin Levi falters, but this could be a guy that we move. He's making damn near $5 million as a backup goaltender. Crazy that we already won the Stanley Cup. We now head into year number 4 as the reigning and defending Stanley Cup champions, and this forward core, again, is very deep. Thompson, Benson, and JJ Peterka on that first line. He scored the golden goal, obviously. Picked up Matt Duchene in free agency to slot in nicely alongside Alex Tuck and Peyton Krebs. Then we got Quinn, Bennett, and Deneau, another guy we signed in the offseason, and our fourth line consists of Josh Norris, Ryan McLeod, and Rosen. We are running back the same exact decor with the same exact pairings, and then Devin Levi now, 90 overall. Again, we won the Stanley Cup paying a backup goaltender $4.7 million in Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. That'll come off the books in 2 seasons. Potentially this guy could get dealt at the deadline for a rental. Who knows? We'll find out what we can do. So I'm going to leave it the way it is. Thompson seems to be performing very well. That is good all there on that part. I got to offer him a contract extension and turn auto rotate goalies on. Okay. That would be perfect. All right, rules. What do we want to do? Auto rotate goalies off. Where are they at? No, we want to turn it on. Right, turn it on. Bang. What's my favorite dessert? I don't eat dessert, brother. I was never a big dessert guy. Play Spider-Man. Don't tell me. Okay, don't tell me what to do, brother. Easy way to get banned. All right, Devin Levi is the first order of business. He's probably going to want like 8 mil, I'd say. 9.5. Pekka Pasta. We got him down to like... He wants a 2-year deal. A 2-year contract, Devin Levi. Why? Why, brother? Why can we not sign you to the... He's asking 14 mil for 8 seasons. Okay, that's crazy. All right, give him a full no movement clause and let's try to lower the AAV as much as we can here. How low can we go? How low can we go? We can go pretty low for the next 2 seasons. Holy hell, chat. We can go really low. Oh my, Devin Levi. We're going to get a bargain contract here for at least 2 years. All right. 8.15 for 2 seasons for Devin Levi. He's got a no movement clause in there. Bang. I accept your offer.
Ho, ho, ho.
Green Giant.
I just hope that this bridge deal is not going to bite me in the ass. You should add years. Maybe I should add years, yeah, but I'm fine because we're in the competing stage now. That will give us flexibility to add players to this roster. He wants 5.3. What if I give you a no movement clause? Can I get you down a little bit? I can get you down to 4.8. 4.8, 2 seasons for Jack Quinn. Can I go any lower? 4.55, 2 years, Jack Quinn. He's going to take a few days. Okay. Chicken Caesar salad tastes so good. Chat, I bought these. I went to Walmart and I got these beef sirloin steak like strips. They're like frozen meat. They got like 50 grams of protein in them. I'm going to try them today. I'm going to have that and probably potatoes. That's going to be my my supper after the live stream. All right, TNT Thompson, I want you to take home that Maurice Richard, brother. Actually, no, we'll go stat challenge. We're going to go 40 goals. He can pot 40. Pasta for $50. What do you mean, brother? No to get a 6-pack? Why would Pasta play a Roblox game? I have no idea. All right, Devin Levi, you bet on yourself with that goddamn contract extension, the bridge deal. I'm going to bet on you too. Let's go long term. And I want you to win the Vezina. I want you to win that Vezina trophy. That is what I want. All right. Darlene, I want to add him to a season goal also. Long term, we'll go stat-based challenge, and we'll go apples. He can get 50. I think Pasta... I don't think Pasta read the first part. What first part? Here's how to get banned and pass the stream. Oh, this guy's gonna get banned? Why do you guys want to get banned so badly? JJ Peterka. How do you season your potatoes? I don't, but... any advice? I wouldn't mind actually, like, seasoning my potatoes. Goals, no. 30 apples for John Jason Peterka. For contracts, you can go to where they have about 1.5 bars off their contract interest. Really? If their organization interest is high enough, they will accept. All right, thank you, brother. I just try to keep the bar full just to make sure, because I was getting rejected left, right, and center if I didn't do that. So I was like, okay, I had enough of getting rejected. Let me just make sure the bar is full. But if for contract extensions, it should be, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. So that will be definitely noted for the years to come. Matt Duchene's making a lot of money, but it's only a 2-year contract. Say Pasta sucks at NHL. Brother, why would you say something that is infactual? Unfactual. There we go. Why am I saying infactual? All right, sim to the regular season. If you're going to talk shit, I mean, the things that cut deepest are the truth. So, all right, season goal. Let's win the cup, buddy. Agree. There we go. Let's go conditioning for preseason. Actually, do we want to go conditioning? Can we go shooting? Team bonding, video session. Let's go video session. Because the offensive and defensive awareness really brings the overall higher for your players. So, we'll see. For mashed potatoes, I usually go with garlic and chives. But for basic seasoning, hold up a minute. Jack Quinn has accepted. There we go. We got him locked up. Beautiful. Basic seasoning, just salt and pepper. Maybe something a little more flavor works. All right, brother. Say Pasta should play another game. Could there have been a chance we could do a late night GTA gooning? Yeah, we're going to test out a few different single-player games, and we'll see which one hits a little bit more. I got one in mind, chat. Don't worry. And it is another Grand Theft Auto game, but I got to set it up. Also, I think this weekend, I want to whip out my PlayStation 3, and we got to play either NHL 14 or NHL 2K10, one of the two, on the PlayStation 3. I'm going to whip that bad boy out, and we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun, baby. Are you ready for free agency? Yeah, I'm ready to get John Gibson. That's what I'm ready for. All right, so here we are at year number 4. Let's start simulating away. There might be a chance I get NHL 2K10. Yeah, I bought it way back in like February, but I never played it yet. I got to find my PlayStation 3. I think it's in my closet, if I'm not mistaken. It's got to come out of the closet. That's what it's got to do. But, yeah, I got to get it for sure. Play Farming Simulator. Shut the fuck up. How about that? Who knows? Who knows, brother? It's like that one Kanye quote. I guess we'll never know. We should do an Oilers rebuild in 14. I think I'd rather do like a Be a Pro. Because the sim engine in NHL 14 is tough, man. It's so bad. So bad. 11-3-1 to start the season. The reigning defending champs doing their job. They came into the gates hot. 12-5-1 to start the season. Only 3rd and now 4th in our division. As again, the Atlantic. It's a very, very tough division. I might get NHL 2K3. Nice, brother. I remember playing that. Oh, not in 2003, but a few years after maybe. So happy the Pacers won the finals. Who's going to tell them? Since your PS3 will be coming out of the closet, will it now identify as a PS2? I don't know. That thing has not been out in a little bit. I think the last time I had that out, chat, was when I did, 2 years ago, I did a Connor McDavid in every single NHL video game, and I had to do NHL 14. So, yeah, 2 years ago in the summer. Pasta's mod sucks. Pacers did not win. Blood. Buddy, I know more than you, buddy. Buddy, they did not win. Be a Pro NHL. We're going to do a few different things, and I think we might just combine it into one long video where we do, like, Be a Pro. We dive into maybe Frant or GM mode. We could do a season mode sim. We could do a playoff mode sim. Like, we can do a bunch of different things, and just... I'll combine it all and make it one long video afterwards. I think that could be fun. Put timestamps on the video to where you want to see. Blues got new jerseys. Why do they get new jerseys and logos? I thought the other ones they had were a little bit better in my opinion. I don't like the light blue. Someone said Pasta is fat. Well, they're not true. Chat, I'm now 170 pounds. I might even be less now, but since at the end of April, I weighed like 180, 185, and now I'm 170. So if anything, I'm losing weight. That takes me back to 2014 General Zod, the GOAT. The GOAT. We are 30, 12, and 5, and we're literally in a wild card position. 15 points ahead of the Panthers. I don't understand it. We're going to make the playoffs, but damn, man, this division is just unforgiving. So unforgiving. I'm 50 pounds less than you. I'm probably also a lot taller than you, Hawks fan. 180 tons, 180 kgs. Oh, man. 30, 14, and 5. Cruise control time. My God, I cannot stop stuttering. So happy the Sharks won the Stanley Cup. I don't know what this guy's on. Is this melatonin? You're 5'4", elite Hawks fan? You got time to grow. How old are you? You definitely have time to grow. Praying that you do. Past and his big Schedule 1 farm. Brother, I haven't played Schedule 1 since the last time I played it on stream. I just stopped playing it. I don't know why. Maybe we can rip some Schedule 1 as well. That could be fun, maybe. We'll see. All right, 35, 19, and 5. We are 4th. We are 11 points or 9 points above the Panthers. So we should comfortably make the playoffs. Let's look at our totals right now. How good are we? All right, so right now we score a lot, 6th most in the NHL. We give up a decent amount. Again, back-to-back years of having the best power play, and we get the 2nd best penalty kill. So our special teams kind of are leading the way right now. Tage Thompson's got 86 points. Dahlin's got 67 as a defenseman. Dear God, Dahlin. Let me look at their individual numbers right quick. Yeah, Dahlin's got 67 points. He's going to have a career high for sure. Tage Thompson already has 51 goals. Let me throw Dahlin on both of the power play units. Pasta is mad freaky. What do you mean mad freaky, brother? Where do I want to go? Power play. He's on the first one, right? Yes, he is. He's up to a 94 now. Dahlin's are not. Oh, he is on both. Okay. Is he on all these? He's on every single power play unit. Shout out to Dahlin. Who's close to 15? 15 what? All right, trade deadline time. I got to lock in here. I might use Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen as trade bait, chat. I think I might. Heading into the trade deadline, that is where we can add in a player. Potentially a forward or even a defenseman. We are a buyer. Let's go back to back. Let's go back to back, laddie. All right, let's go. All available pieces. Noah Dobson. 3 years, 88 overall. Makes 7-3. Dougie Hamilton makes too much. Brett Pesce. Pulak, no thank you. Could go after Matheson. I mean, Matheson makes essentially what he makes, right? Makes a little bit more. Matheson's contract's 3 years. He's 34. Let's see if we can get Noah Dobson. Will Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen accept a trade to go to Long Island? Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Yes, he does. Okay, so we got to take a goalie back. Let's take Nico Dawes. Let's throw in a first pick. First overall, a first round pick, I should say. I got to cook here before Noah Dobson ends up getting taken. First, second, and a third. Here we are at the trade deadline. Record is 36, 19, and 5. I'm shipping out Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen because we're going to run with Devin Levi anyways. Trying to get Noah Dobson, 88 overall defenseman. We got a first, second, and a third thrown into the trade. They have rejected, but I think we can make this work. We go ahead and add in another second rounder from 2029. Will it go through? The value's not there, chat. The value's not there. Do we got to give up 2 first? We might got to give up 2 first. 2 first round picks, 2032. Adding in a second first round pick from 2032 to the trade. They still don't want to do it. You aren't where you need to be in the value offered. Fuck, what do I got to do here, chat? How do I make this one work? How do I make this work? Throw in a second and another first. The 2032nd, 2033rd. Will that go through? All of that to the trade. Throw in a second instead of a third, and there we go. The trade is through. On the behalf of the New York Islanders organization, I accept your trade. Maybe a little bit of an overpay, but you gotta overpay if you want to win the Stanley Cup. Bang, there we go. Rate that trade 1 to 10, chat. We add and bolster our D-core by a lot, adding an 88 overall Noah Dobson to the mix. We potentially could go back to back. All right, let me see where he fits in our lineup. 0 out of 10, bro's a straight hater. Absolute hater, dog. All right, look at that top four. Can we split these? You know what? There we go. We're going Byram and Power, Dobson and Dahlin. I mean, take a look at our top four now. We got Dahlin and Dobson, Bo and Byram alongside Owen Power, 88, 90, 88, 94. Absolutely legendary stuff. We have a very good opportunity to go back-to-back. I think we can go back-to-back, chat. I think it can get done. I believe we can do it. That's a damn good decor. That should help out Devin Levi a bunch. And now Nico Dawes, I don't want him playing a single game down the stretch here. So I'm going to turn off auto-rotate goalies, gear up for the postseason. Because Devin Levi, it is his net. He earned that right last season when he won us the Stanley Cup as a starting goaltender. So it is his net for the entirety of the playoffs. My Spidey sense say cap trouble in 2 years. Well, we might be done in 2 years. Who knows? It doesn't matter. If we win another Stanley Cup, it's worth it. You got to go all in, man. You got to go all in. They hear that Trevor Zegras got traded. Yes, I did. He got traded to the Philadelphia Flyers. All right, let's sim to the end of the season. We should make the playoffs. Someone thought it was an adult at one point. Sup, it's my birthday. Happy B-Day, brother. Hope you're enjoying it. $39, 22, and 5. As long as we make it in, I really don't care what we are. Can I go on an arc? Who the fuck are you, Noah? Are you going on Noah's Ark? Like, what are you talking about, buddy? You don't got to be an adult or 13 plus to be a mod, bro. Happy B-Day. Thanks. I don't know if he was trolling, but what crack they smoking? Crack cocaine. Cocaine. All right, we should make the playoffs, right? Yeah, 93 points. That's pretty solid. Probably solid. All right. 45, 27, and 5. Solid-ass record, dude. Very, very solid record. The Quebec City Nordiques. Hockey royalty? You make me giggle? I don't know whether I should feel embarrassed, uncomfortable, or laugh from that comment. I really don't know. I really have no idea. All right, at the end of the season, we obviously make it in. Let me overwrite the save file just to be sure. You should feel uncomfortable from that? Yeah, I probably should. I got a little bit of the heebie-jeebies in there. The defending champs had a solid regular season. We took it easy, obviously. 46, 29, and 7 was our record. 99 points on the season. 4th in our division. Again, we won the Stanley Cup from a wildcard spot last season. Why can we not do it again? The Maple Leafs, they will win our division with 54 wins. And the Anaheim Ducks, 57 wins on the season with P. Shorzy. And they got themselves a President's Trophy. Damn. Unless you're built different. Oh, brother, I am the definition of built different. Tage Thompson having a brand new career high. 70 goals in 82 games. Legendary type beat. Also 114 points. Dahlin was damn near point per game as a defenseman. JJ Pekturka had 80. Benson 80. Our offense this season was much better than last year. And then for Devin Levi, oh my, Levi did not have a good season at all. Only an 8.98 save percentage. He had 5 shutouts and 41 wins. But I'm going to need him to play better than that if we want to go back-to-back. That is not a good year from Devin Levi. Not at all. We got William Nylander leading the league in scoring with 141 points. And for goals, P. Shorzy. I mean, look at the goal scoring in the National Hockey League. 80, 72, 70. Pasta had 63, McKinnon 62, Matthews 57. Like, how many goals were scored in the NHL this year? A very familiar foe in the first round in the New Jersey Devils. We knocked them out in the second round on March towards a cup last season. Let's do it again this year. Don't feel like that, Pasta. Pasta makes me want to find his SSN. Okay. Appreciate it, buddy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will leave it for next time as we head into the playoffs again with the Quebec City Nordiques. If you didn't already, hit that sub button. On our way to 50K, and we go live every single day. Didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did. Join our Discord as well. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. Maybe we'll be back tonight with some late night gooning sesh. We'll see. So be on the watch for that. Make sure you have those notifications on so you get notified when I go live. I thank you guys for coming out. Appreciate you all watching. And until next time, don't be silly. Wrap your willy.